guys. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. My name is D. Scott Lily. I my name is D. I publish under the pen names Skye Winter and Lily Love. Skye Winter if you want some fun, steamy romances, and Lily Love if you're into more clean romances where sweet meets funny. Then Lily's your girl. Okay, all those books are available on Amazon and Kindle Unlimited, so check them out, support your girl, and let's have a vibe. If love is your thing, love is my thing. So go ahead and subscribe to my channel because we talk about all the romance stuff here. We also talk about stuff for other genres, because almost every genre can have a romantic subplot, and I've got you covered. Now, I may not have you covered as frequently as I normally do, but you know, life be lifing. I got school and some other stuff, but I figured I had some time between when school starts, well, class starts, my next class. I have some time between when my next class starts and now. And I was already in like this state because I had a doctor's appointment that was virtual. So here I am. Let's have a little chat because things have been going on, y'all. A lot of things have been going on, and y'all, NaNoWriMo done lost her damn mind. So we're gonna talk about it. I hope you can hear me. Let me turn this up a little bit. Hopefully you can hear me better. Um I'm testing out StreamYard. I'm gonna cancel my StreamYard because StreamYard 2 has lost their damn mind with those price changes. But while I'm here on the StreamYard for the rest of the month, I figured why not do a video, check in with y'all, and have a little Kiki because a lot of people don't know what's going on over there at NaNoWriMo and they be deleting things and backtracking. And I don't play those games because they done lost their damn mind and we're gonna talk about it. So let's have a little Kiki, shall we? I'm gonna share my screen because I don't want to get nothing wrong. So I'm gonna share my screen. We're gonna be going through some stuff because the whole of last week, NaNoWriMo, or beloved NaNoWriMo, went through I think they went through a midlife crisis and they ain't even a person. And they released a bunch of they've been doing stuff from 2023 and it's around surrounding AI. And let's get one thing straight. I don't care if someone uses AI in their work, right? I honestly, personally, I don't care, right? It's your business, it's your choice. Do what you want to do. AI is very useful in a lot of scenarios, right? So do you make your decisions? I don't mind. What I will not tolerate is you telling me or putting me down because of whatever views I have, whether for or against. We not gonna do that around here. And that's what NaNoWriMo did. And I found it disgusting. And as much as they want to delete it now and backtrack and do this, I'm gonna calm down, leave my comments to the end, and let's just dive in and give it a read, shall we? Let's share my screen. You're gonna see Oblivion for a little bit, but bear with it. So let's share my screen and hop over because if you look at NaNoWriMo right now, right, you're gonna see this note or this truncated version of it. That's not what was there before, right? They done changed it, deleted. If you see, say it said updated 4 days ago, right? But we gonna look back because nothing you put on the internet goes away. The internet is forever, okay? And our good friends over at Reddit done saved the mess. And so we have the original statement that they put out September 1st, 2024. Because September started and they decided, oh, they're gonna go in. So I'm gonna link this Google Doc. It's being updated every 5 minutes. I'm gonna link this Google Docs down in the description box below. So if you wanna read it for yourself, you can. But we just gonna go through their original statement that they had so you can understand why a lot of us are up in arms and dropping down the rhymo like whatever you drop. Drop it like it's hot. So let's go to let's read through this real quickly. So it says NaNoWriMo does not explicitly support any specific approach to writing, nor does it explicitly condemn any approach, including the use of AI. If they had stopped there, I would have been fine. NaNoWriMo's mission is to provide a structure, community, and encouragement to help people use their voices, achieve creative goals, and build new worlds on and off the page. Again, if they had stopped there, I'd have been fine. We fulfill our mission by supporting the humans doing the writing. please see this related post. And then they have a post there that was from like before, right? You can click on it, you can go through. It was from before, I think it was one from last year, where they speak about that speaks toward overall position and non-discrimination with respect to approaches to creativity, writers' resources, and personal choice. Right? Hmm. Again, if they had stopped there, which I think is where they stop it now in the updated version, I'd have been fine. But these people went on to say with their full chest that we also want to be clear in our belief that the categorical condemnation of artificial intelligence has classist and ableist undertones, and that that questions around the use of AI tie to questions around privilege. Mhm. Classism. Not all writers have the financial ability to hire humans to help at certain phases of their writing. For some writers, the decision to use AI is a practical, not an ideological one. The financial ability to engage a human for feedback and review assumes a level of privilege that not all community members possess. Mhm. We're going to talk about that, but hold on. Ableism. Not all brains have the same abilities, and not all writers function at the same level of education or proficiency in the language in which they are writing. Some brains and ability levels require outside help and accommodations to achieve certain goals. The notion that all writers should be able to perform certain functions independently, or is it a position that we disagree with wholeheartedly? Right? There is a wealth of reasons why individuals can't see the issues in their writing without help. Hmm. Again, we're going to talk about it. General access issues. All of these considerations exist within a larger system in which writers don't always have equal access to the resources along the chain. For example, underrepresented minorities are less likely to be able to be offered, traditional publishing contracts, which places some by default into the indie author space, which inequitably creates upfront cost burdens that authors who do not suffer from a systematic, let me reread that because let me not stumble over their words. Okay, so let's start back from the comma. By default, that places some by default into the indie author space, which inequitably creates upfront cost burdens that authors who do not suffer from the systematic discrimination may have to incur. Beyond that, we see value in sharing resources and information about AI and any emerging technologies, issue, or discussion that is relevant to the writing community as a whole. It is healthy for writers to be curious about what's new and forthcoming and what might impact their career space and their pursuit of their craft or event with a connection to AI have been extremely well attended, or events with connection to AI have been extremely well attended. Further proof that this programming is surfacing RIMOs who want to know more. For all those reasons, we absolutely do not condemn AI, and we recognize and respect writers who believe that AI tools are the right for them. We recognize that some members of our community stand staunchly against AI for themselves, and that's perfectly fine. As individuals, we have the freedom to make our own decisions, right? Now, that's where the statement itself from last week ended. Now, this entire thing was a hodgepodge, a hot mess of throwing out words that made absolutely no sense, and it pissed me off. It so pissed me off because unfortunately, here I am. I'm on camera for this, y'all. Because, I fall into all those three damn categories that they were talking about, and that made me pissed. As a writer that actually does participate in NaNoWriMo and have for years, it pissed me the hell off that you were telling me that it's classist to assume that people that aren't I don't have enough money to break the bank, right? That does not mean that my ability to write or do anything is less than anyone else, right? I don't need a bunch of fancy software to write. That's not like, again, I'm not against AI if you choose to use it. It's fine. I don't care. It's not like it's your business and it's a business decision that and you alone can make. But you're not going to tell me that if I choose not to, then I'm classist. I'm not rich, right? And as far as I've seen, none of these AI programs that are worth anything are free, but it is free to take a pen and a paper and write a story. It is free to take up my phone and do a voice note and record a story. So what was your point there? I'm like, what was your point? NaNoWriMo isn't even surrounded around editing. This was phrased so much so that you may need to you can't pay a human to get feedback or review. Oh yes, you can. You can speak to people and they can actually there are tons of people that are affordable that offer affordable editing, and if you can't, you do a free exchange. There's so many groups that you can get a critique partner, you can exchange manuscripts, you can like it was okay. That's not even a part that pisses me off the most, so I'm not gonna go into that. I'm like the ableism bit took me out because like now I don't know if y'all can see my hands on camera. Can y'all see my hands? This hand, my left hand, my left. Let me even stop. Hold on. Let me stop sharing my screen so you can see me, because we need to talk. So my left hand, you see my left hand? My left hand can go straight. Like my left hand is straight. I have rheumatoid arthritis and fibromyalgia. My left hand is straight. My left hand is wonderful. Like my left hand looks normal, right? Sure, it's fat, it's big, but I got big hands, but it's normal. This is my right hand. Do you see this? Do you see this? I have one straight finger on my right hand. One, just my pinky finger. My pinky finger is the straightest finger on my right hand. All my other fingers, if you see, it goes up and goes down in a loop. My right hand cannot straighten. It cannot go straight. This finger is permanently curved. This one is permanently curved, and sometimes they get even more crooked than this. Can you see that? Right? And I'm a right-handed person. That's my dominant hand. Don't you tell me about ableism. If I've had to figure out, and I have multiple pen names. I've had to figure out throughout the years how to use dictation, how to type with my left hand, how to use voice typing. At one point I was even using transcription services because I couldn't type. There are times when I cannot type. There are times when I can't grip a mouse. You're not going to tell me about ableism. Who gives you the right to say I have anxiety? If I list out the things I have on here, I'm not about to go through my medical records. But I have 6 or 7 things that you could probably say what a writers couldn't function with, right? But for you to sit there with your whole damn chest and say, oh, how people that are disabled basically don't have the same brain capacity as people, like, what the, what? Like, excuse you? Are you trying to say that if I'm disabled, I'm stupid? So I can't come up with creative ideas on my own because I'm disabled? Like, that's ableist. You're the one that's ableist, NaNoWriMo. You, not someone who may have a different opinion about AI. You are. You're the one differentiating us. Like I'm in this damn dark, you can't even see me. But I mean, you're the one, NaNoWriMo. You're the one that's coming up with things and singling us out and making us seem like less than. That's on you. Shame on you. That's on you. You're the ableist one. And oh, the minority. If you see me, let me even get back some lighting because I didn't take out my ring light because I didn't plan to stay here long. But if you see me, do you see me? Do you see me? If I don't hold this thing, you can't hardly see me. I'm dark skinned. I'm a dark skinned lady. Okay. The pigment in my skin is real. I am a minority. I'm a woman. I'm a visible minority. Okay. And I am a gender minority. And you want to tell me that all of us minority people, we can't come up with stories to save our life. We need generative AI to come up with stories because we can't think things through because we're a minority. Please, please, like, get a clue. get a flipping clue. Now people started dropping left, right, and center from this after this because clearly they didn't check in with the writers on their board, and people started dropping like flies. They're like, "We take us off. Do not use our names. We didn't sign up for this, right?" And clearly somebody got to somebody, and the PR people spoke to them. They finally remembered that oh, they may have a PR team because things started to disappear, right? Let me go back to our document. Things started to disappear, and they added. Let me see if they have what they added in. Yes, so they added in a paragraph a day later, saying this paragraph was added in, right? Saying we have edited this post by adding this paragraph to reflect our acknowledgement that there are bad actors in the AI space who are doing harm to writers and who are acting unethically. We want to make clear that though we find the categorical condemnation of AI to be problematic for the reasons stated below, so they doubled down on it, right? We are troubled by the situational abuse of AI and that certain situational abuses clearly conflict with our values. We also want to make clear that AI is a large umbrella technology and that the size and complexity of the category, which includes both non generative and generative AI, among other uses, contributes to our belief that it is simply too big to categorically endorse or not endorse. Like, I don't know what and they left in the ableist and classes and general issues thing before at that point, right? Now, I don't know what made them believe that their stance on AI was what we had a problem with. Like, personally, I didn't give a flying if you supported AI or not. I didn't care. You put your foot in your mouth when you started talking about classism and ableism and general use things about minority, essentially calling those people racist. When you are the one making racist statements, ableist statements, and classist statements, that's what most of us had a problem with, right? We don't care about it. It was all in your delivery. No, NaNoWriMo, it was all in your delivery. At least for me, it was all in your delivery. I didn't care what stance you took. It's how you went about it, and that's what pissed me off, and that's why I've completely, like, I will never be doing NaNoWriMo. If I do write 50k words in a month, it's because I'm Courtney Lyra Parrish from the Courtney Project has a Facebook group. I'll link that down below too, where she sends out stickers and badges and stuff for people that write 10k a day, 50k words a month, 500,000 words a year, and a million words a year. So I'm going to link that down below. And that's what I'll be supporting. Not this. Not this. So if you go, so they edited that again. So they further backtracked when all the things got to them, right? So now if you go onto the thing, this is what you'll see. A very truncated statement, right? This is the update. What they should have had from jump. So it has the same things that they neither condemn nor condemn your approach to writing, right? And then they have the mission, which says NaNoWriMo's mission is to provide the structure, community, and encouragement to help people use their voices, achieve creative goals, and build new worlds on and off the page. We fulfill our mission by supporting the humans doing the writing. Please see this related post, I'm going to read that in a second, that speaks to our overall position on non discrimination with respect to the approaches to creativity, writers' resources, and personal choice. Right? It's a little too late for me, I'm sorry. But then they went and they decided to let's try a different approach. After doubling down, let's try a different approach and let's admit to our fault. So it says we made mistakes in our initial expression of this position. We speak to those mistakes in this letter to our community. We're going to check out a letter together. I haven't read it yet. And we've simplified the language on this page to reflect our core position. Okay, it sounds like some PR rep got a hold of them. They be losing their sponsors, they be losing their writers that's on their board, and they decided, oh, let's hire a PR company. That's what it seems to me. Not this one. This is one they had before when they were doing all their mess, right? Because they were doubling down on these things. I'm gonna link all these below. You can check them out all out yourself, right? But this is the letter. This is the letter that they've posted. A note to our community about our comments on AI, September 2024. To the NaNoWriMo community. In early August, debates about AI on our social media channels became Big word. That's a big word for Elmo. What does this mean? Let's even Google it because that's a big word for Elmo. Slight balsamic vinegar. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Vitriolic. Filled with bitter criticism or malice. Okay. Okay, Nano. Vitriolic. I'm going to add that to my vocabulary. So, in early August, debates about AI on our social media channels became vitriolic, which for folks like me that didn't know, it means filled with bitter criticism or malice, right? It was clear that the intimidation and harassment we witnessed were causing harm within our community of writers. The FAQs we created last week were written to curtail those behaviors. We wanted to send a clear signal that NaNoWriMo spaces would not be used to bully or so y'all are blaming us essentially. You're blaming the writers of the community for your bad actions is what you're doing. Okay. So would not be used to bully nor delegitimize other writers. This was consistent with our May 2024 statement, which named a lack of civility in NaNoWriMo spaces as a long-standing concern. Taking a position of neutrality was not an abandonment of writers' legitimate concerns about AI, but you weren't neutral. You at one point you tried to be neutral, and then at the next point you were calling all people that didn't support AI categorically racist, classist, and ableist. So you weren't neutral. You should have been neutral, but you weren't. It was an acknowledgement that NaNoWriMo can't maintain a civil, inclusive community if we allow selective intolerance. We absolutely believe that AI must be discussed and that its ethical use must be advocated for. What we don't believe is that NaNoWriMo belongs at the forefront of that conversation. The debate should continue to thrive within the greater writing community, as technologies continue to evolve. We apologize that our original message was unclear and seemingly random. Our note on ableism, classism was rooted in the desire to point that out. Point what out? For people in certain I'm talking foolishness now because they got me so heated. For people in certain circumstances, some forms of AI can be life changing. We didn't dispute that. For certain, we certainly don't believe those with concerns about AI to be classes are able, but that's what you said. That's what you said twice. Not being more careful about our writing was a bad decision on our part. You think? And you're backtracking now because you face backlash. It's a little too late. Our mission is about providing encouragement to writers and cheering them on as they progress towards their goals. That remains our primary focus. In the future, we will be more transparent about the issues that we are trying to address with any messaging we provide. Finally, we recognize that some members of our community have other questions and concerns that go beyond general context for the comments. We don't think we can address all these in a single communication. Additional context here is that we are a very small team, sorry, including our interim executive director who is a volunteer and do, 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 volunteer. We want to take the time to read through your letters with the care, attention, and concern they deserve. Please expect more in the coming weeks. Oh, please shut up. Just shut up. Because the more you talk, the more you get yourself in trouble. In partnership, the NaNoWriMo team. Okay, I'm sorry. For me, NaNoWriMo, honey, deuces, peace, it's a little too late. It's a little too late. And it is sad. It's a sad phenomenon because, like, we were rooting for you. We were all rooting for you as writers. We supported your challenge every month and we did what we had to do to participate, right? We were all supporting you. So it's a little too late and it's very sad. It is very sad that this is what we came to. But for you to have doubled down twice with multiple different amendments of your statement, multiple different little jabs, it was disgusting. And it was just atrocious for a big the one of the largest communities in the right events in the writing community to have taken such a stance. And it's not really that you didn't support or condemn AI. That part I didn't care about. If the statement you have up now was the statement you released last week, or whenever this was. It was last week, right? Today's 10. Yeah, if this was a statement you released last week and a couple days ago, I'd have been fine with it. Like I was like, okay, I would have been like, okay, it's a big company, and you are right. Generative AI and AI in a whole does have its place, right? Now, it's not for me to tell someone else how to run their business. If you choose to use AI for whatever reason, maybe your RA is worse than mine, and maybe you honestly can't type and you don't have dictation software. I don't know what your choices, what your reasoning are, but the fact is, if that's how you choose to run your business, more power to you. That's your choice and that's your right. What you don't get to do is call anyone that may have a different opinion classist, ableist, or racist. That's not how that works. And by doing that, and definitely not by being classist, racist, and ableist yourself while you're doing it. Nuh-uh. You drop the ball. You drop the ball so far ahead that it's like there's no coming back for me in my brain. I already took like a whole couple steps back with the way that you dealt with the the essay. I'm not. I won't, the last time I spoke about that thing with NaNoWriMo, I got dinged. But if y'all know, there was controversy before that had to do with minors, and I was already taking a couple steps out the door. But for you to double back with this, especially being someone that falls in all three groups of that, I have financial need, I have disabilities, I am a minority in many senses of the word. I didn't appreciate this. It was sad, it was disappointing, and it officially just pushed me out the door. NaNoWriMo, I'm sorry. Y'all won't be seeing me. My account is getting closed. My account is getting like I'm about to just step all the way back. There's no winning me back. I'm sorry. So deuces. I hope your company thrives. I hope that your backtracking and your PR team helps you get back your sponsors, but you ain't getting back this one. I'm sorry. No, no, boo boo. No. So I hope that if y'all didn't know what was going on with NaNoWriMo, you now know. I'm going to drop all the links below so that you can read through yourselves. Um, oh, hot dang. I got to go, girl. I got to go. I'm 10 minutes late for my office hours. So I'm going to go and yeah, I got so caught up in this NaNoWriMo thing that I'm late. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go. I hope y'all stay blessed, hydrated. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Save all your work. Don't fall into the messes NaNoWriMo has fell into. And we will see each other at some point. At some point. I don't have a set schedule for my YouTube channel. I'll just pop in from time to time. And we'll have Kikis, right? We'll have some Kikis to like figure out the Trophy Tuesdays. I know I promised it's coming back. It will come back. I just have to figure it out. And with StreamYard acting a mess with their pricing, I said I was going to do it live, but it probably won't be live because StreamYard is a hot mess. But I'll figure it out. And when I do know, you will know too. So I'm going to say goodbye here. And if you go ahead and like the channel, like the video, subscribe to the channel, ding that notification bell so that you can be notified each and every time I upload a video, each and every time I pop back up here. And yeah, we'll have Kiki's and we'll have a grand old time. So thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys!
I feel nauseous, believe me. Never had a lot of shit come easy. Had to work hard, struggle just to be me. Had to rise up